Hey, what's up guys? It's November 25, 2022 at the time of this recording, which means it's Black Friday deals, and I'm going to talk about my favorite 25 picks on Amazon's Black Friday deals. I will put product links in the description box below, and as an Amazon associate, I do earn from qualifying purchases, so full disclosure there, but this video is not sponsored by anyone. Just as a heads up. Now, most of these devices that I think are really good deals are stuff that I've actually reviewed. Not everything, but all the routers I've done and the scooters and stuff and some of the other stuff. So let's get straight into this thing. Now, we're going to start off with the Deco X20 by TP-Link. Solid mesh Wi-Fi 6 system. And it's really good if you have internet speeds of up to gigabit and you're planning on using wired backhaul. So for that, it's a very good system. Again, I've done videos on this. In fact, I'll put the video links in the description box below as well if you guys are interested. I've done speed tests and wired and wireless backhaul, range tests, everything. I talk about the Deco app, all of that stuff. I go very detailed inside the mesh Wi-Fi systems. Eero 6 Plus is another really good system for the price, especially now that it's on sale for $194. So, amazing system for the price, just solid. Again, if your internet speed's up to gigabit and you're planning on using wired backhaul, Eero is a solid system for that. Then we have the XC75, again by TP-Link. So this one I have right here nearby, and this is my favorite as of now mesh Wi-Fi 6E system. That mesh Wi-Fi 6E is the latest in wireless standards, operates on the new 6 GHz band. In addition, it has the 2.4 and the 5 GHz, so it supports all the other devices as well. But for the price, you get a really good system. It has very good wired backhaul performance and very good, considering the price, very good wireless backhaul performance as well. 3 auto sensing ports. Again, I go into super detail in the videos, but it's a good price. The XC75 Pro is another good price, and the main difference between the XC75 Pro and the XC75 is the Pro version of this has one fast 2.5 gigabit port. So if you have internet speeds faster than gigabit and you're looking for a budget mesh Wi-Fi 6E system, I would consider looking at the XC75 Pro, especially for these prices. And the 3-pack is basically $400, so it's 20% off. Now, another one that I really like is actually my favorite shape, the Asus ET8, which is, again, supports Wi-Fi 6E, has a crazy fast speed rating of AXE 11,000, and the magic between this one has 4 ports, but the cool thing is 2 of the ports are 2.5 gigabits per second. So, not only basically the main system can go that fast and the other node can go that fast as well. So you can actually create a full 2.5 gigabit LAN as well, thanks to this thing having 2 ports. And if you guys don't know about Asus typically has the most number of customization options, I should say, that you can do. So if you're looking for a router or a mesh system that you really want to customize, Asus is the way to go for that. So, and it's a pretty good price, $100 off. Okay, PlayStation 5. So this thing came out some time ago, and it's still kind of hard to get. Not as hard as it was back then, but it's by invitation for the digital edition and the console edition. So a great gaming console, especially because God of War Ragnarok just came out, which is an awesome game. And obviously they have other titles too. The Spider-Man one was also pretty good. So now we have the Xbox controllers. So this is a pretty good deal, $20 off. So most of them are actually sold out on Amazon for the other colors, but they do have this electric volt version. Granted, you could get this from, oh, I guess this one is sold out as well. So spoke too late. Okay, only 2 left in stock, order soon. So, okay, actually they're out right now because, yeah. There we go. So let's cross this one off the list. Okay. Kindle Paperwhite. So this is something I got recently. It does not come with the case. So actually, let me just take it out of the case. So this thing is an e-reader. How is this different from a normal tablet? Well, this one, when you're looking at it, doesn't really hurt your eyes. So that's kind of the main thing. So if you're looking at your iPad or your Fire tablet or your Samsung tablet, when you're reading on those, yes, they're in color. Yes, you can do way more on an iPad than you can do on a Kindle. But for reading, it's almost like looking at paper. It really doesn't hurt your eyes, at least compared to the other stuff. It really does look like paper. It's kind of crazy to see this. So I think it's a really good deal. In fact, I bought this a few days ago because they had the existing Black Friday deal. 129 bucks. You get 32 gigabytes of space. And I think you can also play audiobooks on this version as well. But because 32 gigabytes is an insane amount of space for books. Even the 8 gigabyte version can literally handle thousands of books. So the 32 gigabytes is really an absurd amount. It's just for the price, it was a really, really good deal. So there we go. Okay, then we have the Fire 7 Kids Edition. So my kids love this thing. They really want to play it all the time. Now, the Fire 7 Kids... Nice. I forgot to mute my phone. And Scam Likely is calling. Perfect timing, guys. Let me mute my phone. So this thing, my kids love this. And it's not super fast, so don't think of this as like, if you're used to any of the modern day iPads, this thing is a lot slower compared to those. But it does work fine. I mean, you know, don't expect it to be lightning fast, but you could play games on it, it's fine. You could watch videos on it, it's fine. So for stuff like that, it's fine. You also get Amazon Kids Plus. You get a year of that included, which is an amazing deal with this tablet. And with that, you get a whole bunch of content. And if you have, which I'm going to talk about, the Echo Dot for kids, you can also listen to stories with that. So and you could even play like math games and other types of games, trivia games. So Amazon Kids Plus is actually kind of awesome. So, and for this price, 50% off. That is an amazing, amazing deal. Next, we have the Echo Dot with clock. So what makes this special? Well, it gives you the time when it's plugged in. And when you ask it questions, because it does have Alexa built in, when you ask it questions, if you're asking for numbers or conversions or like, you know, what's 5 times 15, or, you know, how tall is the tallest mountain, and just, or what's the weather, it gives you the number as well. So it's kind of easier to see, and it's just an awesome alarm clock, essentially. It's a super advanced alarm clock because you can also control your smart home devices with that. So really, really like this. I've reviewed this one as well. And then we get to the regular one. So the regular Echo Dot is basically this without the clock. Amazing deal, 50% off. Next, we have the Echo Dot Kids Edition. So we have the Dragon and the Owl. These things are awesome. I'm going to review these, compare them to the 4th generation. But these new ones also have better speakers, including the one with the clock. They have better speakers compared to the 4th generation. However, they did remove the 3.5mm audio jack in the back. That the Kids Edition has that one as well, that you can actually hook up headphones to that and listen to whatever so if you're listening to a story or music, you can actually just plug in your headphones and listen through that. So you can't do that with the 5th generation. So that's the big thing that they removed, but they did increase the speaker size, so it does sound better. But fantastic deal. And with the Echo Dot is you also get 1 year of Amazon Kids Plus, which for that alone is worth getting. So that's the cool thing. And with the Kids Edition one, you also get a 2-year worry-free guarantee. So if it breaks, return it and we'll replace it for free. And that's something I forgot to mention with the Fire Kids tablet. It's the same thing, where if it breaks, they'll replace it for free in 2 years. So it's an amazing deal. Okay, now we get to DIYers. So if you're someone and you're looking at building your own PC, then this is a really good deal. In fact, the Ryzen 9 7950 is also on sale. In fact, I think most of the AMD processors are on sale, but this is a really good deal, very powerful processor. So, but you do need an AM5 motherboard because this is on a new socket, unlike the last generation Ryzens that were on the AM4 motherboard. So if I were to get this, I would have to replace my motherboard and probably some other parts with that. So this is more if you're really thinking about just upgrading your whole system or basically building a new one. Okay, we have the Ring Video Doorbell Pro 2. I've installed this, reviewed it, I have it installed, it's awesome. So it has Alexa built in. It also has that 3D motion detection. So when people walk up to my place, I see the little dot trails. And it also has, it's kind of a wider angle, so you could kind of see what's on the ground as well. It's not perfect, but it's kind of wider than normal. So it's higher than 1080p resolution. Very good, very useful. Another one, in fact, most of the Amazon devices are on sale. Not everything, but another one that I really like is the floodlight cam. And the cam itself is $139 right now on sale, which is a really good deal, 30% off. But if you add $10 to that, you also get an Echo Show 5, which by itself, the Echo Show 5, I forget what that retails for. It's like $70 or something, even though the Echo Show 5 is also on sale right now. But for $10 more, you get an Echo Show 5, which has all the Alexa commands. It has the clock. It can show you your Ring cameras and stuff. So it's pretty awesome. I've reviewed the older version of the Echo Show 5. Now we get to the Ring alarm. So Ring alarm I've had for over a year. I think it's like over 2 years now. It's been a while. It's been maybe almost 2 years. Anyways, I've had the Ring alarm, the second generation, for quite some time. I've answered a whole bunch of questions on this. I think I have 3 different videos on this, where the unboxing and setup. Then I have a frequently asked questions version, and then I have the Ring alarm app, where in that one, even though it's the Ring alarm app, I actually answer a whole bunch of questions in that one as well. So one of the common questions I get asked was, on the motion detector, you know, if you have pets, is it going to trigger your motion detector? And the answer is, you can actually set the amount of motion detection and test it out with that. It's also true if you have a Roomba and it's, you know, vacuuming when you're not home, so that won't trigger the motion detection. So it has a sensitivity you can adjust. But basically, I answer that, and I answer duress code and a whole bunch of other stuff on the Ring alarm app. So this is an amazing deal. And monthly, it's not too bad, and it includes, so here's the other advantage of Ring alarm. If you have Ring cameras at the same address and you get Ring alarm professional service, I should mention this too. If you get the Ring alarm, you don't need to get the professional monitoring service. I have it because I think it's totally worth it, but you don't need it. However, if you don't have that, if something happens, no one's going to call for help. They're just going to notify you on your phone, basically. I think it's an automated email, or if you have the app installed on your phone, I think it just pops up assuming you allow notifications. But you can monitor it yourself. But if you pay for the professional monitoring, which I have, which I think is amazing, you also get 6 months of footage saved on as many Ring cameras as you have at your same address. So I think for that alone is already a pretty great deal. So there we go. Okay, the LG C2 is also an amazing deal. The LG C1 is last generation's. That's the OLED TV that I have. In fact, I have 2 of those TVs. One of them is a 48-inch that I now use as a monitor, which is pretty awesome. And then I have the 77-inch C1, and I had the 65-inch CX, which is basically 2 generations ago, and that's an amazing. Basically, all of these OLEDs are amazing, and LG makes amazing OLEDs. They give you true blacks because it's organic LED. Each individual pixel can turn off, which is why I can give you a true black color. So amazing contrast ratio. It does have Dolby Vision, and I think C2 is the latest model. And this is an amazing deal for that. I said amazing a lot. Okay, the Fire Stick 4K Max, that's another one. So this thing is pretty cool. Plugs into the HDMI port on your TV, and you have access to Prime Video, HBO Max, YouTube, Apple TV, Hulu, Disney Plus, and a whole bunch of other things that you can also check out your Ring cameras on this as well. And on the remote, if you hold the blue button, you have the Alexa commands as well. So you can hold the blue button and say, show me my front door camera, and then it will actually pop up on your screen. So it's a really good streaming device, especially for this price. $35 is an amazing deal for that. Okay, this is another really good deal. The XM4 headphones. So there's the XM5 has actually come out, so this is not the latest generation. However, for the price, it's really good. Amazing active noise cancellation headphones, and they do sound really good. And the same can be true, same as said, for the XM4 earbuds. So these also have really good active noise cancellation. The only thing that I don't like about these is, depending on your ear, sometimes it fits. Actually, I'm not putting that right here. Okay, sometimes when you pop it in, sometimes it stays, but you kind of need to so when you're putting it in, it's kind of, you put it in and you kind of twist it, and then it doesn't always stay in my ear. But it really depends on your ear and how it's shaped and stuff. So, but in terms of sound quality, it's really good. It also has very, very good active noise cancellation. So, very good from that perspective. They sound great as well. Okay, now we get to the scooters. This is a lightning deal, so this deal might be gone. But the KS4 by Highboy, really good scooter. It's honeycomb tires, so you're not going to get a flat. But because it's honeycomb tires, it is going to be a tad more bumpy. So just as a heads up for that. But for the price, you're getting some decent range, decent top speeds. If you haven't had a scooter and you're considering getting one, 19 miles an hour on a scooter is already pretty fast. I remember when I got the Ninebot Max, which was I think that was the first scooter I got that I rode, even like 10 to 15 miles an hour was fast. But now that I'm used to these scooters, I have faster scooters that go 40 plus miles an hour, and there are some scooters that go way faster than that. But 40 plus is already kind of scary, but 19 is a pretty good speed. So this is a pretty good scooter with the 500 watt motor. So specs wise, it's a pretty good deal. Very good deal, actually. The new KQi2 is also a very good deal. It has a 350 watt motor, peak power of up to 600 watts, and these things are pretty comfortable when you're riding them. The stability for these things are really good, very good deal. And the same is true for the KQi3 Pro. This one's even more powerful, and it has a maximum peak output of 700 watts. In fact, this might be my favorite budget scooter for the price, especially for this price, for 600 bucks. That's an amazing deal for this scooter. And finally, this is something I've been in, but the battery was dead when I got into that thing. And I haven't driven this, but I would be excited to drive this thing, see how it feels and stuff. But when I saw the deal on this, I was like, wow, that's actually a really good deal. So 26% off, down to basically 1,700 bucks in the US. So it's pretty cool. And it goes up to, I think, 23 miles an hour. Yeah, top speed of 23 miles an hour, and it's pretty powerful. And it can handle a payload of basically a rider weight of 220 pounds. So up to 6'3". Granted, I don't know how comfortable you're gonna be if you're 6'3" trying to ride this thing. So I don't have that. I'm not even in the 6 foot range. So I'm good from that perspective. All right. Well, those were my deals. I'll put links in the description box below. If you guys enjoyed this video, smash that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.